What's going on, my friend? Nick Anderson here, sitting with Paul Ivacoli, and we want to welcome you back to video number 2 on this Attraction Marketing Bootcamp. You know, we're overwhelmed with all the responses, the emails that we got back in the comments from video number 1. We just want to appreciate you guys for that. You know, we're putting together this series to, provide you with a lot of value. Now, if you didn't get a chance to watch video number 1 in the series, you can actually go back to the email that we just sent you. There should be a link in there somewhere to be able to go back and watch that. But just to recap what we talked about in that video, we pretty much broke down the 3 principles that are going to help you, establish yourself as an authority online. If you don't remember what those are, the 3 C's of marketing. Number 1 is create content. Number 2 is capture leads, and number 3 is convert sales. Now in this video, we want to go more in depth on the content creation and capturing leads. Now, when you start creating content, before you go out there and just start going crazy with like video making, blog posts, articles, social media posts, and all that stuff, we want to kind of elaborate on the types of content that you should be posting. But before you start making content, you want to identify who you're creating that content for. So in other terms, you guys, you basically want to identify who is your perfect prospect, who is your target market that you're going to be speaking to. Because once you identify who you're speaking to, you're going to know, what to say in your content, you're going to know what to say in your videos, your blog posts, and your message is going to get through to them a lot better. So in order to identify, your perfect prospect, we've actually put together a checklist. If you're watching this video on like Facebook or on a page right now, there should be some link on this page. Go ahead and click that. You're going to be able to download that checklist, and it's going to help you identify, who your target market is. So just to be specific with that, you guys, who can you relate with the most? Are you a single parent that's trying to put their kid through school? That's your story. Are you a college student that's trying to, make more money to be able to pay off your tuition? Are you someone that's working a job right now that's trying to, get more time off from your 9 to 5? See, your story is what's going to be able to relate to your target market. And once you identify who you're speaking to, then that's when you can get into the content creation.
So here's the deal, you guys. I remember hearing a story from an internet marketer who is, literally one of the top dogs in the industry. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. His name is Frank Kern. And it was a pretty cool, crazy story that he had. But basically, he goes on to talk about, he's like, I was literally looking to create the perfect prospect in my own mind. The person that I literally created my product for, and that it literally spoke to every single need, desire, want, problem, in his life. And so instead of just saying, all right, my prospect is, a college student, because that's literally too broad. How, what type of a college student? Are they studying a certain field? Are they, do they have a kid? Are they single? So there's so many things. He's like, my perfect prospect for the product that I was selling at the time, his name was Bob. He was literally Bob. The dude's hilarious. Watch some of his videos. You'll get a lot of value. But he's like, his name is Bob. This guy is in his mid-40s. He sells insurance, makes around $60,000 a year. He wears, khaki pants. He has kids. He loves his kids, but sometimes they bug him. They can get on his nerves sometimes. This guy lives in, this certain area, and he literally got down to the point where he knew every single aspect of Bob's life. And he's like, okay, so that's my target market. That's who I'm literally in every single message, every single bit of content that I create for this, to sell this product to that man. All right. And for instance, maybe you have a product in the nutrition industry. All right. Well, who needs that product most? Identify that prospect, right? But anyways, he's like, this is what I'm creating my content for. So instead of speaking to an entire group of people, I'm speaking directly to him in every single message. And by the end of that video, he basically told us how, he went and spoke on stage, and this guy literally had the name Bob. He wore khaki pants, made around $60,000 a year, and he sold insurance. He's like, he literally went up to him after the conference and told him, you got everything right about me, except, my kids don't bug me. I love my kids. And he's like, holy crap, I guess if you speak to enough, or, if you actually identify your perfect prospect and you speak to enough people, you get your message and content in front of enough eyes, you're going to find that person that you were literally speaking to. And so that's what's crazy, you guys. You want to literally identify the perfect prospect. And like Nick was saying, to understand, that people can actually relate to you more, just go for someone that you could probably see yourself relating to, someone that's probably gone through the same, problems, maybe they had some of the same struggles, and as long as you identify that perfect prospect, you're good to go. So that being said, I'm actually going to hop on the computer and give you guys the types of content that are created. I'm going to give you guys examples, show you guys some blogs, some videos, all that good stuff. So stay tuned. We'll see you on the other side. All right, you guys, so here we are in the content creation section of the video. I'm actually here on the desktop. I created a cool little presentation for you guys, so I hope you enjoy it. But really quick, I'm going to go over the types of content that you can create, as well as, how you're going to implement that content into either social media or a blog post or video. So first and foremost, I'm going to go through the types of content. And as you can see here, there's so many different types of content. I just went with the most popular and main types of content that people really get after. And a lot of that's either educational, media, or news. I like to stay away from the media a lot of the times, but that's a very popular one for most people, and you're probably gonna get most shares and views on that type of stuff. Or problem solution. If you ever go to Google, you're gonna notice that people are usually either looking to buy something or they're looking for a solution to their problem. So they're saying, hey, how do I buy this type of product? Or they're saying, hey, how do I fix this faucet? Whatever it may be, problem solution's a big one. Also motivational and inspirational. A lot of people like to feel good, and they get online and maybe they go to YouTube and look up an inspirational video. So that being said, I'm going to go through the types of content, the media that you're going to put this content through. So here we are, the methods to create content. One of them would be video. So a lot of the times I love using YouTube. Periscope's actually a new one created by Twitter. If you don't have a Periscope account yet, get on there. Follow me, you guys. Your pal Paul. As well as, webinars. So we use a lot of Google Hangouts. You can see Google Plus to the left. You can either upload the videos straight to Facebook or, webinars, Google Hangouts, like I just said. You can hop on over and do some articles and blogs. Now, obviously, video and articles are going to be your biggest methods of content creation. So they're going to be around. Those are the big bricks that are going to, allow you to build that building. I think Nick told you guys that story. But you're going to be able to build that big old wall or that empire using these two main methods, all right? It's either going to be video, articles, and blogs. So things like WordPress, if you don't know how to use WordPress, there's plenty of tutorials online, YouTube, all that good stuff. You can learn how to create your own WordPress blog, Blogger, Tumblr, Squarespace. MLSP is actually coming out with their own blogging platform through WordPress and makes it pretty simple. They added a bunch of features where literally I think it's the easiest way to create a blog, so you guys are going to like that. Now, social media. Now, this is kind of like the mortar to your building, your empire. And the reason I say that is because through social media, it's really cool. You'll get a lot of engagement most of the time. And if you don't get enough engagement, you're probably doing a few things wrong. So I just watched a video, how to get more engagement on social media. Maybe you get more engagement on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever it may be. Point being, this is the mortar because, as soon as you post something, after a while, it goes away. People forget about it. But at the same time, let's say you do post something that's kind of cool. Maybe you post your link below. And I'm not saying spam your link. Most people, they'll go in there and they spam their link. But the reality is, if you have a really value-driven, content-driven based post, something that adds value to people's lives, and then maybe at the bottom of that, value, you have your link, people might click on it and they might opt into your capture page. They might, buy whatever you have to offer. So let's head on over. I'm going to give you guys some examples of a video post. Now, here are a couple of videos that we see on YouTube, and YouTube's going to be your main video source, unless you have a pre-recorded webinar or you're hopping on Periscope doing live feeds, which are pretty cool live broadcasts. You can sell really well, and that's almost like a live webinar 24/7. These guys are your bricks, because those are social media based. So if you notice, there's a few crossovers there, but these are your bricks, all right? Because these are going to be around forever. As long as you post them up and they're not offending anyone in any way, shape, form, people aren't, saying it's spam or something like that, then you're going to be pretty good. These things are going to be up forever. They're going to get tons of views. As you can see, right here on this does P90X or Insanity work? Best inspirational transformation story ever. So I'm guessing this person, I didn't watch the video. It's 4 minutes, 50 seconds long. Don't have that type of time to watch that video. But it got 124,000 views, 793 likes, 16 dislikes. So that's pretty solid video. And as you can see down below, obviously it's a good content type post, but more importantly, down below right there, as you can see here, I'll move this right here. You can see click below and request me as a free coach or a coach for free, so I can help you with your journey. Oh, and by the way, here is my link. As you can see, I said inspirational video based on someone's transformation in health and nutrition. And I couldn't have done it without product XYZ. So he's got his link. Now, a little pro tip, I would personally put that link up top in the description. So that way, you know, people are more apt to click on it, because that'll be the very first thing they see, as well as in your thumbnails and all that good stuff. So over to the right, we have an educational video on anti-aging techniques. Content, content, content. Now, by the way, this video was an hour and 21 minutes long. He has 86,000 views, 589 likes, 41 dislikes. So obviously, you know, another very popular content-driven post. But if you notice at the very bottom again, and again, you want to keep that at the top, he says, click here to learn more about cell fusion. By the way, I looked at that link, and he's selling a product for $129 there. So that's one sale. And imagine all the people that have watched this and actually clicked on that link, and, you know, the amount of sales he's made. Now, that's automated, because this video could have been done, I don't even know how long ago. So 2014, a year ago now. This video was done a year ago, and I'm sure he's made plenty of sales based on that. Or, you know, let's say this link was a capture page, where you capture, you know, you get your information captured. You click on that, it says learn how to, you know, or learn more about this product, name and info. Guess what? You put your email in, you just add yourself to his list, and all of a sudden he's generating tons of leads, automated. So let's move on to the next one, you guys. Right here, we've got blog posts. Now, what's cool about blog posts, and I honestly think this is one of the most, besides video, this is your second most powerful method of content, because this is another brick. You're stacking your bricks, because it doesn't go away unless, again, like I said, it's always getting reported. But what's cool about blogs, if you own your own blog, that content is literally there forever. So as long as you start to learn to rank things, and I'm not going to go into all of that stuff. It's, you know, it's confusing. It's going to take some time. You got to learn. But if you're willing to take the time and learn, blog posts can be some of the most powerful content, you know, ever. So that being said, I'm going to give you guys examples of, you know, a science-based post. Let's say you have an all-natural anti-aging ingredient. Your product, hint, hint, right? So that's the, you know, your product has that ingredient inside of it. It basically helps people look 10 years younger. You know what you're going to do? Go into the science behind the product. So you know that this is an educational post that's on a blog, as, you know, as a brick to your empire. So it's going to, you know, give them a bunch of content. Oh, and then by the way, here's a link to get a sample product that contains the all-natural anti-aging ingredient. People don't know that that's your affiliate. They don't know that you're, you know, you have a business or you're trying to sell a product. All they know is that they came here to look 10 years younger. They saw great content. So content is king. You want to post valuable content. You don't want to spam the hell out of it. Link here, link there, link there, link there. A lot of the times you'll see content that's really good, and then you'll be like, oh wow, I learned a lot about that, you know, anti-aging ingredient. I need to buy a product. Oh wow, look at this, a link, and guess what? It's your affiliate link. So if we were to click right here, for instance, if you see this was a blog post that I saw. Choose your anti-aging eye care items, right? I went to an anti-aging blog post, and you know, they gave me a bunch of information, and they said, oh, and these are the best ones, these are the worst, right? So this one's apparently the best, and I'm guessing they're probably selling this product right here, you know, and these ones they're not really selling, so they're just kind of giving you a strong overall results formula, strong, weak, whatever. However, if you notice right here, click here to see top rated products, and I guarantee you, when you click on that, it's going to take you to products that you can buy. So that's another example of a blog post. Now here's one more, you guys. Here's one that has, you know, my experience. Eye formation, eye serum provided me with a great younger. So that looks like it's a testimonial. Side effects, would I repurchase? Yes, I would definitely repurchase. And I'm guessing this person's probably selling it because look, claim your eye formation anti-aging cream and eye formation eye serum from the official websites. And guess what? You're probably buying it. They probably have an affiliate link. They probably make a little bit of money from this simple blog post that is up forever. Another educational one, problem solution type post. All right, we had in some, so now we've showed you some inspirational posts, some problem solutions, some educational, you guys. I didn't get into the media too much, but media is another really big one. Anyways, I'm going to give you guys one last example, you guys. Now, here's what's cool. You can use Facebook posts as the mortar to your wall. So it's basically going to be, you know, the cement that you put in between the bricks to your wall or to your empire. And what's cool is we're moving up the mountain. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, caught on to that yet, but what's cool is if you post some value-based posts, all right, people are going to see that, they're going to like it, and since you're not just spamming your link, I'm going to give you guys some examples. So right here, Nick basically said, you know, I remember 3 years ago I got started in network marketing, saw all these top producers. I'm not going to read that whole story. If you want to pause the video and read it, go for it. But at the bottom of that, if you notice, he posts a picture that says, you know, hey, I'm on the leaderboard now, okay, in my respective affiliate company. Here's my link, And look at that. He got 74 likes and 11 comments. So I'm telling you right now, obviously, you know, it works. You just have to do it right. You can't spam your link. You can't just toss your link up saying, you know, here's all the money I've made. No, he's just saying, here's my result. You know, here's my story, and here's a link if you feel like, you know, I compelled you enough to want to click on it. Here's another good one. Dave Sharp, we respect the guy like crazy. He wasn't involved in a company called Empower Network. But right here, it's kind of cool how he's integrating Periscope, a live video webinar app, with his Facebook. He says, live on Periscope in 5 minutes, how to create the ultimate lifestyle and simplify your entire life and business. So you notice he's got a cool little headline. Okay, here's my, you know, add me on Periscope. And he's got a nice little headline. So my point is, he's probably sending them there. He's giving them a lot of value, a lot of information. They're watching him. They like what they have to say. Oh, and by the way, man, you know, if you guys haven't, you know, got your tickets yet to this leadership summit, buy this now before it goes out in, you know, 2 days. And guess what? He's used Facebook to send people to Periscope, to do a live webinar, to sell. So that's another example of you guys using content. But what's cool is, you guys, you know, this is very powerful. Social media is very powerful. I think you guys know that. But just to make sure, you know, this isn't the only thing. I'm only going to give you Facebook examples, but you can also use Instagram. And you know what? I'm not going to tell you everything about Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I don't even use Twitter. But I do know one thing, that if you're using these types of social media, you know, forms, all you've got to do is look up a YouTube video, how to, you know, generate more leads using, you know, Twitter. So it's not that hard. You just have to be willing to go out of your way to look for this type of stuff. But I wanted to give you guys examples so you understand where we're going with this. Next post right here, Ray Higdon. Looks like rayhigdon.com. I mean, that was pretty simple, right? But he provides value with this picture. Your perfect circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. Okay, and let's go back to that real quick. Looks like he got 260 likes, 139 shares. Now here's a post I made, you guys. I got 90 likes on it, and I said, you know, the easiest thing I ever done was earning $1 million. The hardest part was believing that it could happen to me. And this was one of my favorite quotes by, you know, one of my mentors, Les Brown. But right below, I tossed my link in, and guess what? I'm not spamming people. People got value out of that. 90 people liked it. And so, you know, I got leads from this one simple post. Now, you notice this post isn't going to be there forever. So I'm continually creating those posts. That's just the mortar. The bricks are the video that you post and upload to YouTube and other social media or video sharing sites, and blog posts and content, you know, article marketing. So right here, let's just say, you know, you've done all of that and you stay consistent with creating content. Every single day you're putting out a video, a blog post. Every single day you're on social media, tossing up value. It's kind of like Gary Vaynerchuk's jab, 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 hook. I know maybe some of you guys have read that or heard of it. It's a cool thing though. It basically states that, you know, all you've got to do is provide enough value so that way people feel like, you know, you're not just spamming or trying to sell. And then when you do ask for the sale, people want to reciprocate. They want to say, yeah, totally. He's giving me so much, I want to reciprocate, and I want to do something for him. So here, anyways, my point is, at the end of all of this, if you're putting up content, you're going to start to get automated results. And what's cool is this is going to allow you to become an online authority, because people are going to perceive you as that person that knows what they're talking about, knows what they're doing. A quick story, when I was younger, I used to go to a lot of plays with my parents, and we watched, you know, people up on the stage. Now, these are just everyday, you know, regular, average people that were decent actors, and they'd go up on stage and, you know, perform their role. By the end of their hour-long play, they'd get down off a stage and they were literally instant celebrities. I know you guys have, you know, maybe seen someone on a YouTube video, then you got to talk to them in person. You're like, oh my god, I've seen you on YouTube video. They're not celebrities, but you perceive them to be because they have content on the internet. And it's that simple, you guys. These types of content, these methods of content are going to allow you to become an online authority, as well as they're going to, you know, you're going to start to generate leads on an automatic basis. People are going to start to opt into your list because they see your link there, you know, after they see the value. Or maybe they even sign up, maybe they even become customers, reps, you know, you start to sell some products. That being said, you guys, I'm going to show you guys kind of how this looks, all right? So here's this content creation map mountain. Now you notice it's not all in the one straight line because there's plenty of different ways you can do it. Maybe, you know, one is, you know, you don't like doing videos, so you just want to do blog post. Maybe you don't like blogs, so you can do videos. Maybe you just want to stick with social media. I wouldn't recommend it because that's the mortar. There's no real bricks there. And it's a lot harder to build a wall that way, right? So Facebook posts almost need to be posting, or, you know, any social media for that matter, needs to almost be pointing back to your main methods, which are your videos, again, and your blogs. So I would recommend picking one and starting there. But there's no straight way up the mountain, you guys. You can choose any method, form, whatever it may be, any type of content that you're really passionate about. Just start creating content. And the more that content you create, the more automated these results will get. So let's say that you have 200 blog posts up. And those 200, out of those 200, maybe 20 rank on Google, the first page of Google. Okay, or maybe those videos rank on the first page of YouTube after you put up 100, 60, 50, even 20. You guys, the more the merrier, right? But let's say you do that and you decide to take a step away from your business for a month. What's cool is these are working 24/7 for you. So no matter what you're doing, you may be on a trip to the Bahamas, you don't have any cell phone service, you can't call anyone, make any you don't get any Wi-Fi, you can't get on your computer, but you hop back into the US, the States, and you see, wow, I made 4 sales, I made 10 sales, I made 6 sales, whatever it may be. All right, because these posts were working for me 24/7, because my content was king, because it was great content, it was valuable content. People liked it, people saw value in it, and more importantly, they got started, they bought the right product for themselves, or maybe they just became a lead on my list. But I'm able, to have these people. So that being said, you guys, I hope you got value from this entire mind map, this process. Nick's gonna go into a little bit more how to generate those leads, how to actually capture those leads in an efficient way. So I'm gonna hand it off to Nick, and he's gonna show you guys how to do that.
All right, you guys, so what I want to do is give you another analogy. I like speaking in analogies and stories to help you understand it. Now, what I like to call this is, the Spiderweb Effect. So just to kind of drive the points home that Paul gave in the previous section, when you start creating content out there, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is, pick your poison. What do you want to master? See, a lot of people, they get online, they think they have to make, Facebook posts, Instagram, blog, Twitter, YouTube. They think they have to do everything, and that's not the case. What you want to do is you want to figure out what you want to become an expert in and master that. So do you want to become a master with Instagram marketing? Do you want to become a master with YouTube videos, with Facebook advertising, with blogging and everything? And once you decide what you want to do, let's say for example you decide that you want to master Facebook, okay? So when you stay consistent with this type of stuff and you start putting up, statuses and posts and maybe videos on your Facebook wall, every single one of those, is going to lead to your profile, and you're going to start building your audience, and you're going to start building your influence. So let's just say, for example, Facebook is one of them, but let's say, you might want to do Instagram. Now you start posting up pictures, little Instagram videos, every single one of your pictures, every single one of your videos, people start seeing them, people start following you. They're eventually going to go to your bio, okay? Now, here's an example of a few different Instagram profiles that I have. Now, if you've downloaded my free Instagram PDF, I show you the type of pictures you should be posting up, the type of videos you should be posting up, and how this plays a role in your bio. See, when people are seeing your photos and they're going to your bio right here, your Instagram profile, you're going to see a little link in it. So mine is masterattractionmarketing.com. So when people click that, I'm going to show you what happens in a little bit and how you start generating those leads, okay? So let's just say you don't want to do Instagram, maybe you want to do YouTube. So if people are going to go on YouTube, most people out there are going to type in stuff like, work from home opportunities, make money online, things like that. Now, if you see here, if I type in work from home, you see a whole drop down list of a bunch of other things. Now, let's say, for example, someone out there is in like a different country, they're living in like, Italy or something like that, and they go online, they type in work from home, and they click. And what happens is they're going to stumble across maybe one of your videos, okay? Now, because they watch your video, if they resonate with what you're saying and, you have a lot of good points and a lot of good things that you're saying in there, they might watch, like, the rest of your videos on your entire channel right there. Now, you see how everything is linked together and leading, to YouTube right there. So I'm going to show you how this process works, you guys. Stay with me here, okay? So let's just say you might want to do, like, blogging, for example. So just like someone would go on YouTube, what they might also do is they might also go on Google to research some stuff. So let's say someone is looking into like, Vima, Herbalife, or Amway. They might type in like, Vima Business Review, Vima Opportunity, Herbalife Reviews, Herbalife Company, maybe Amway Review, Amway Opportunity, network marketing companies. You see network marketing companies 2015, 2014, or even just kind of a more broad keyword, how to make money, okay? And you see all these drop down tabs. Now let's say someone just does a little bit of research here, they click search, and on the first page of Google, they see a blog post right there, and that blog post is your blog post. They click on it, they read the post, and they say, wow, this is some really awesome content. This person is giving me a lot of value. They might look at your entire blog. They might click some links on your page and go to, the rest of your blog post. Okay, now how this plays a role with everything right here, you guys, is it creates kind of like a spider web. Okay, now every single piece of content that you're creating, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, blog posts, YouTube, this could all be, Instagram posts for that matter. I'm just giving you guys an example here, but when you start putting more content out there, it's like you're adding more to your web, okay? And if you're trying to generate leads, every single one of your pieces of content, what's going to happen is it's all going to lead to the center of your web, okay? And the center of your web is how you capture leads and how you build your list. Now, every piece of content that you're creating, it's designed to do two things, okay? And these two things, number one, is provide value. See, if you're not making other people's lives better, your life is not becoming better. And this value that you're giving them is teaching them how to solve problems. It might be, answering their questions when they research, like network marketing review or something like that. And it builds a rapport. Now, if you don't know what rapport is, simply put, it's building trust. See? People only do business with people they know, like, and trust. So when you provide value, you help them solve their problems, they're going to want to opt in to your capture page, right? That's how you grow your list. And that's where you gather someone's email and their phone number. Now, a lot of people out there, they're using their corporate companies' capture pages. And the reason why I don't recommend doing that is because it does not brand you. If you see these examples right here on the page, you guys, the first one is Cesar Rodriguez, okay? This is his blog. On his page, you're going to see where it says, looking to get more prospects, close more sales, and recruit more reps. Enter your name and your email address and get started now. Now, he's going to be sending you value and be following up with you, okay? If you see in the middle right here, the biggest breakthrough, in network marketing in 10 years. See, this is Eric Worre's blog. See, he's asking for an email address. Now, the next one is Ray Higdon's blog right here where it says 29 sources to get leads now. See, he's giving you value in return for your contact information, asking for, a name and an email address. Now, these are very custom capture pages that are integrated with their blogs. Now, if you're probably wondering, what capture page should I set up? What should I use? Don't worry, you guys. We're going to be showing you that, and we're going to be going in depth on this in video number 4 in this series. I want you to sit tight throughout this entire series because, like Paul says, we got your back. We're going to be teaching you exactly how to do this. The best resources, the best capture pages, the best tools that you can use to be able to implement this and automate your business online. Now, once you start doing all this stuff, you guys, you start creating all this content, you're going to start generating a lot of leads. When I was starting out with this, I started out strictly with YouTube marketing. I would make a video a day for like 3 months straight to build my brand. And what I would do is I would take those videos and I would post them up on Facebook. So I would use both of them together. Now, when you guys start creating this stuff and you start putting your content out there, that's how you build your following. That's how you build your brand. That's how you generate leads. So with that being said, you guys, I hope you got value out of this video. If you did, leave a comment below. Any questions that you have, also leave those below. Make sure to like this video. You guys share this with people on your team. Stay tuned for video number 3 in the series because we're going to be going more in depth on how you could actually close people into your business and start making more product sales. Video 3 is probably one of my favorite videos, you guys. Make sure to check your email inbox to be able to watch video number 3. But with that, we will talk with you soon.